Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2017. Welcome to my YouTube channel and Athena's Creations on Facebook. Tonight I have a very fun fold, a special card. It's very easy to make that holds a water packet. I just love this idea. I don't like to drink boring water, and I try to drink, 100 and something ounces of water a day. So I like to use water packets, send them in the mail, happy mail. And so this one is really a special project inspired by a swap that I got at Onstage. I'm so glad to be back. I was sick for probably almost 4 weeks, dare I say, when I got back from Onstage. Lots of travel, lots of interactions with different people, and a wonderful, wonderful experience. But for some reason, whatever was in the air, I caught it and had an upper respiratory for way too long. So I am so glad that that is all out of the way. And I'm back to stamping. So when I was sick, I didn't want to stamp. I didn't want to do anything but sleep. And I've got my mojo back, I guess you could say. We've got a workshop this Saturday. And so I'm going to share with you in a minute the fun fold that they're going to make. That's one of several cards for this Saturday's workshop. And I have a couple of sneak peeks of product that I've purchased that I can share with you. And of course, anybody that comes to the workshop Saturday, I will have the new catalog for you to look at that you can take home and get your wish list ready for May 3rd or 5th, whenever that is. I think it's the 5th, when the new catalog will be available. So let's go ahead and point the camera down. I did start a few minutes early just because, well, it's been a while, and I'm excited to share some of these sneak peeks and some fun ideas. And then, of course, I wanted to be sure and share with you all the card that everybody's going to make Saturday. I saw something similar out there, I think on Pinterest, and I thought, what a fun, exciting, cute little card that is. And so then I came up with my version of it. So this is what we're going to make tonight. And I just want to share some fun things. Like I said, I got some of the new product. I'm going forward. I always try to get a couple of things that I like, but I don't always get everything that I like because I don't have the time or the resources or the space, quite frankly, for it all. But this is something new. It's the new Basic Black Stampin' Up! Hybrid folder. Now, I'll admit, when I first got it, I set it aside because, like I said, I placed my pre-order. I got sick. It just kind of sat, around. Then a couple weeks ago, I went to kind of organized, and I'm like, how do I open this? So for the longest time, I couldn't figure it out. So basically, on the two sides, this thick side on each side, I'm basically squeezing in and then pulling up this here. There's not a lip or anything. And that's the best way I can describe it is that I'm squeezing with the left hand, and then with the right hand, I'm trying to just bring this siding up of the white, if that makes sense. And that's how I kind of pried it open. I'm not even sure what the verbiage is to explain it. But it just took me a couple of seconds to figure that out. When I first got it, I really fiddled with it. I couldn't quite comprehend how to open it because, of course, the first thing I opened was some of the new in colors and the new magnetic, super easy. Look at that. Magnetic. Easy open and close. I'm sold. 100%. So right now we only have the in colors that will be available in the new stamping ink pads. And so, of course, I got all 5 of them. And as soon as they have new cases available, they'll let us know. I'm not even sure when that may be or what that might look like. But I love these. And I'm eventually going to, like I said, when they become available in the other colors, I don't know if they're going to do color groups or they're just going to, I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to slowly be integrated into the new ink pads eventually, and I'm sold. I don't know about you, but sometimes trying to open those regular ink pads Although I figured out how to do it, it really, even after a year of having this timid tiger, I still kind of struggle to get it open, right? You can see the struggle's real. This one, so easy. I love it. Absolutely sold. So I will definitely be investing in it. And it is a little bit more expensive because there's a little bit more product. It's longer, but it's amazing. And it's so much easier to open. I mean, this is going to be great for all stampers. If you have arthritis or you're getting older like me, and then you use your fingers and your hands for everything. I will continue to use these. I struggle, but like I said, just as soon as they start to become more available in the other colors, I'm definitely going to get them. This one, absolutely sold. It is wonderful. So easy. And then, of course, the new in colors I want to share as well. And I'm going to share all of this, and then I'll get to the project tonight. It's going to be fun, super easy and simple. It's not going to take very long. Like I said, I just started to get stamping again. I was sick for a while, and I don't know, when you don't have your health, you just feel like, bleh, I don't even know. So there's a new suite in the new catalog that's coming May 5th, and you're going to want to get your hands on these. I've got some available for everybody. So those that are going to be here Saturday will be getting their catalog first. Oh, that's so exciting. I can't wait to share the inside. Lots of fun goodies in here, and a couple of them I've got here to share. This one is called the Sunset Sparkle Sequins, the Scenic Coast Designer Series paper, and then the Sunset Coast and dies. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a brand new kit that looks very similar to this bundle. This bundle, fabulous. I have so many ideas. I want to play with all of them. I just don't have enough blocks to play with this one day, play with the next one. I like to really dive in and really just go to town with the stamps. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Like I said, I've been getting over that upper respiratory mess that I had. But these are amazing. This suite right here, or bundle, I forget now without looking. But this paper, I have to share the paper with you. And we'll be using this in one of our workshops coming up because it's absolutely gorgeous paper. Now look at the shimmer and the shine. And then, oh, look at the back. Isn't that gorgeous? That's like waterfall or water. This paper, amazing. And you get 4, they're 6 by 6. Or maybe there's, how many more is there? I mean, it's like a painting. It looks like a painting. Oh, wait a second. There's a ton. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 8. Oh, that's great. Look at that. And then, of course, look at that gorgeous backside. Lots of beautiful scenes just using the dies. I mean, these dies, wow. This is going to be amazing to highlight. So super fun with all of this. I can't wait to play with this. Like I said, I want to play with this one. I want to play with the fern one. There's just so much coming in the new catalog. And there's still 2 or 3 suites I would love to get, but I honestly don't know if I will have time to play with them all. Oh, that's so pretty. Lots of different sunset possibilities. And then, of course, look at that. That's gorgeous. Like if you're at the beach or like we were at Long Beach, you could definitely use this for scrapbooking too, especially if you took lots of pictures like I did. Look at that. Just gorgeous. There's 8 of these. That's great. Oh, look at that one. And there's a nice little sheen on all of these. Just gorgeous. I love this whole pack. I only have the one because I think that will be enough for now. And the new catalog is going to be, it's like, I'm going to call it the summer catalog. There's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3 or 4. I should have looked that up. It's been a hot minute. I'll put that up later. I don't want to take the time. But all of this is so fun, and I can't wait to, like I said, play with it and share all the fun ideas that I've had brewing for a while. I just haven't had the health to be able to play with it just yet. And then after hours, I still haven't finished that kit, but there's these beautiful dewdrop embellishments. They're gorgeous. And then this embossing folder was part of it that I had pre-ordered and got. And then what I did was I went ahead and cut this down. And this is that cardstock that is, I kind of forget the name of it. Let me take a look here. There's a name. Two-tone cardstock. So this is two-tone cardstock that I put through Old Olive and Secret Sea. Then I've got this right here, and I'm just going to accentuate the white fibers that are underneath. And when you put any kind of embossing folder through there, it looks really, really good. Two-tone, absolutely gorgeous with these beautiful embellishments. So many possibilities. And I've already kind of started playing with it a little bit right before I got sick, I guess, when I got back. And there's beautiful paper that goes with it. Let me share that real quick, because this wasn't available to me at OnStage. I ordered it after OnStage. Now, something too that is coming that's new is this new white gel pen. You see this white? You could use this gel pen after you've stamped, and you can color in and highlight on this paper. I'm saying that. Let's just do that, right? Let's do that right now. Look at that. You can add to all of your paper. Look at that. You're going to want to get one of these when it becomes available. You just go back over it. Just got to give it a few seconds, they said, to let that soak in like that. Look at that gel pen. That's too fun. I love that. This is going to be so fun to play with. And then, of course, look at that gorgeous butterfly. All these beautiful butterflies. This fern is just beautiful. It's just the sweetest. And, of course, I love the opposite side, the back side as well. I imagine this would look really good in the embossing folder. And then look at these gorgeous colors. The in color is featured here. The golden glow. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that golden glow. Oh, that's just beautiful. I love this color. It is beautiful. So the pages are gorgeous. Absolutely could scrapbook all of these. Usually I like both sides, but I have to admit, I'm really, really enjoying that first side for all of these. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And see, there's like the little white highlights there. The back side. And then beautiful white flowers. Oh, this is just a beautiful suite for sure. Let's see. Let me just move all this out of the way for a second here. All right, so the in colors, we also got beautiful embellishments that, like I said, I just ordered a few things. This is the new in color dots, so you get all of the new in colors. And then this one, the in color butterflies. They did give us a short list of a few things that will be available for at least up to a year. Because I know that with more frequent catalogs instead of an annual, they've changed some things, which I think is kind of nice to have new options. This is one of the products that will be available year round. And I have to say, I love all of these butterflies. There's the big butterfly and the little butterfly. It's in all the in colors. These in colors, I just love them. They're just gorgeous. And then this one is Barely Blush. This one's Peaceful Pine. And then we have Crisp Cantaloupe. Of course, Golden Glow. And then this one is the Hydrangea Hue. Absolutely beautiful in colors. I usually just order the multi-pack, and then once I start playing with product, I'll eventually order all of the individual packs. I like to get the multi-pack up front just to kind of see which one I'm going to use the most of. And then, of course, another bundle that was in there I just had to get was the All of Flutter, because it's a punch bundle, and I just love these punches. What did I do with those butterflies? Oh, here we go. I did stamp with the in color. And the in color, so I've noticed when I stamp with them, they seem wet until they're dry. And I don't know how to describe it, but once I played with them, they're so fun. Look at these beautiful, beautiful butterflies, right? So you get 3 different butterflies that you can stamp and punch, and they're all so beautiful. So I'm excited to start playing with that one too. Like I said, I have 4 or 5 that I want to just dive in, and I'm trying to control myself, because then I'm burning the candle at both ends and not getting enough rest, and then I get sick again, and you know, it's the whole thing. But that's what we're going to make tonight. This, I want to give you a sneak peek, is what we're going to make at the workshop Saturday. And look at this fun fold. We open it up, and there's that. Super fun, super easy. And we're going to use tear and tape to adhere the back. And I did do the die cutting ahead of time. You'll have to do a little fussy cutting, but isn't that gorgeous? And then this ribbon. I think this is one of those products that it was the online exclusive, the most recent online exclusive, and absolutely gorgeous. So much fun with this bundle. Or sweet, actually. Sweet a product. And so this is what's going to be made Saturday at our workshop. So hopefully you can join us. Now this one, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is that Sweetness. I think I put it out there because we're using it for this Saturday for the workshop. So I don't think I have it in here right now, but pardon me. Oh, I'm going to have to go get it, aren't I? You're the sweetest, thankful for you. Oh, no, they're in here. For a minute there, I was going to have to run out there. So I do have the stamps right here. Now, Thankful for You is from, the new Fern and Flora. So we're using Thankful for You for the inside. And that comes from Fern and Floral. I do mix up a lot of the different stamps from other places. And then You're the Sweetest. And this one's really easy to cut. And I have all this right here to share with you. And it's so easy. I'll share all the measurements in our group as well. Now the inspiration for this one came from, like I said, this swap that I received at Onstage. Tropical Vibe. And I try to drink lots of water every day, so I don't like to drink plain, boring water. So this is such a fun way to share a water packet, just to brighten your day. This is Maureen Bloom, Yeah Stamps. I couldn't find her blog if she has one. I'm not real sure. And I'll be honest, it took me a while to figure out the measurements just on this part here, but good thing for you, I figured that out, and I've got that here for you. And then I did do a little bit of pre-stamping because I knew that, and I'm going to share with you how to do this fun stamp right here. But I did do some ahead of time. All right. Now I did the white with the embossing folder, Ladybug Picnic 3D embossing folder, and then I did the in color that carried over, the Strawberry Slush. And I used the Made with Sweetness bundle. So it's going to be the strawberry and then the strawberry leaves. And I'm going to show you how I lined it up. It was kind of interesting figuring out how to line it up. But this is a fun, sweet, or yeah, bundle, sweet, whatever you want to call it, a product. And I did some other stamping. I just hadn't die cut yet. I tend to do that when I'm playing around with a new suite of product. And then for the ribbon, we're going to use the Strawberry Slush, because I did change it up when I was cutting. Instead of cutting to the right side, I cut to the left side, which same concept, same thing. And it'll work out just fine whether it's on the left side or the right side. This one's going to be blueberry. This one's going to be strawberry. You're the sweetest. I got that one ahead of time ready to go. And I die cut these out too, but I'm actually going to use that one. And I'm going to show you how that is stamped. So let me move this off to the side here. And I'm going to use some tear and tape. Hopefully I don't run out. That would not be good. And so we're going to use this Skittles Strawberry. All right, I've got a couple of these little die cut pieces. I usually have a few of the die cut pieces on the side because whenever I'm playing with new product, I don't always know what I'm going to do with it yet. Now what I did was I made sure I lined up my stamp with how it's going to stamp together with the tag on the right side. So that was one thing I did, because when I first stamped it, I got it straight, and then I go to stamp it again, and then I was like, wait, which side of the block? So that was the easiest for me to remember, is once I picked it up, the right side of the block is where I'm going to stamp. And I'm going to use Shy Shamrock, which is good until the end of April. And then it's retiring to make room for the new in colors. And then we've got our Strawberry Slush, and it's going to go on top. The easiest thing for me, I found, was to go ahead and stamp the Strawberry Slush first. So we're going to stamp that one right there. Super easy. And then always want to let that dry. We're going to use our Shy Shamrock. Then the tag is on the right. And then I'm just going to slowly bring it down. Just like that. Nose off just a tiny bit. But that was the easiest way for me to remember how to stamp that one. All right. And then, of course, You're the Sweetest is going to be on the end, on this tag here. And then Thankful for You is going to be on the inside. All right. So here we have Blueberry Bushel. And we're going to stamp that. You're the Sweetest. So we just changed up just a tiny little bit. Voila. Set that off to the side. I'm going to let that one dry. That one's just a guide. Now what I did was I had run this through the machine and I trimmed it down. Let me just double check. 5 1/4 by, let me do it this way. 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. This one's going to go right on the top on the right side. When it's white on white, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, right? And so I'm just going to Oop, run out of my adhesive there. All right, so next, I should do my stamping, right? So the inside, thankful for you. Oops, you know what? Let me just go right there since I started. All right, so that needs to dry. All right, put that one back up in its place. And so, while that one is drying, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some ribbon. So I just put a little bit of tape there. Then my beautiful ribbon. And then I'm just gonna snip it. Nice, crisp snip. And then I'm going to turn this one over and add my dimensionals. 3 or 4. And it's gonna go on top. And then I'm going to measure and explain how I cut the card base. I realized I didn't do that yet. Oh, that's prettier than I thought it was going to be. Wow, that is really pretty. And then, of course, I want this little strawberry. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's beautiful. Love it. Okay. All right. So basically what I did was, this is 11 by 4 1/4. And what I did was, I made sure I did the fold, because at 5 1/2, I scored it. At 1 1/4 in the trimmer, I put it in at 1 1/4, and I trimmed it up to and stopped at the score line. That's why you want to make sure that score line is visible. So you just cut that piece there. Now, this is the interesting part, the fun part, I guess. Finishing up the card. We're going to use some cardstock. Now, if you have directional cardstock, designer series paper, this is directional, and so you're going to want it to show this direction, right? However, we're going to do things kind of opposite, but you want to keep that in mind if you have directional paper. Now, this is trial and error. I used several and I ended up cutting some of these for that other card, but the ones that I didn't have the correct measurement for, because I was kind of guesstimating how much I would need that would wrap. This is actually 4 1/4 by 1 7/8, and I scored it at 1/4 of an inch on each side, which is just the right measurement for the tear and tape. Okay, so it's going to go on just like this toward the bottom, and I'm going to flip it up, double check that it's the correct part of the card, right? And like I said, it's going to be kind of upside down and backwards, but it's going to line up at the very end. And what I'm going to do before I do anything else, I'm going to add some tear and tape. This is the easy part. I'm going to add tear and tape, the edge of the card, all the way, just like that. Probably should have done that first, but that's okay. This will make sense as we go along. You're probably wondering, what is she doing? Okay, so we're going to line that back up. Just double check it. Then we're going to lift up. We're going to do one side at a time. We're going to lift up. Here we go. And then this 1/4 of an inch, you're just going to fold it over. Just like that. Okay. Hopefully that's making sense. And there's still going to be some sticky, and that's perfectly fine. Because on this side, it's going to be taped down completely. Then you lift that one up, and you're going to fold over that little bit. And we're going to use our bone folder, and look at that. Beautiful. It's going to work. It's going to fit. Yay. There was never any doubt, but I'd only done this one other time. Now we want this one to be adhered all the way down, so we're going to go ahead and just like right on the top of that one, we're going to add 2 more strips. And just make sure and press down, because that's going to be adhered. Oh, and I just ran out, so that was perfect timing. Okay, and there's still some sticky from before, and that's fine. Take this off. And then we're just going to go ahead and bring this down. And we have room now for our little strawberry bucket. You're the sweetest. Now, isn't this the most fun card ever? I got that, I got this one from Onstage, and I'm like, oh, that's such a brilliant idea. So, Maureen Bloom, brilliant idea that you had. Thank you for swapping with us and our friends at Onstage. So fun. Strawberry, you're the sweetest. And blueberry. Absolutely the best. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully those of you that can come Saturday will be here. The workshop fee, supply fee is $12. And this is one of the fancy cards we'll be making. So hopefully you can come. Next week, I'm hoping to have explored a little bit more with some of the other products. Exciting to share with you. Lots of ideas, and we will hopefully see you next week. Happy stamping.